They can go back and see what worked, because they can remember what they were thinking when they said that line, when they did that pause there that maybe was effective or maybe not. And not only that, they now have a core of longitudinal data of things that didn't work and a book of game plays for the future. But let's go back to my age group. We maybe graduate high school, graduate college potentially, or in maybe our first professional job. How can Toastmasters help me? Are your vice presidents of membership explaining that? Are you explaining how Toastmasters has benefited your career, your job prospects? Presidents, when you're opening a meeting, are you talking about how pushing yourself out to your limits means your limits can expand? About how increased initiative means increased confidence? Are these the benefits of Toastmasters that you are bringing out to your members? So this YouTube channel that you can so easily make is not just a way for people to review their past speeches and analyze them and get better through them, although that's a very valuable resource. They can take them even further. So besides this, then you might add in mentors, which is kind of another speech, but it's so important I wanted to throw that diagram in there. You can add mentors, so someone's feeding in before the speech and someone's responding to it after the speech with the evaluators. But can we expand this even more? I have over 20 speeches on YouTube. Some from Bellingham Evening Toastmasters, some are from the ancient days at Western Washington University. I can go back and download those speeches. I can chop them up and create a highlight reel, my favorite moments, my best phrases. Or I can take that one speech that I really researched, really put a lot of work into, and I can post that speech in its entirety or some highlights from just that speech on my LinkedIn, on my YouTube channel, on my blog, on my Facebook page. Now, if it's on LinkedIn, who's going to see it? My boss, my coworkers, future bosses, people who are influencers in my life and who I maybe want to be noticed by as one of those young people who isn't just staring at a phone all day. As one of those young people who's not afraid to stand up, speak out, and say, I have a voice and I have an opinion about something, and I can explain it in a way that's not just a rant on Facebook, but in an articulate, poised, thoughtful, and researched manner. I'd like to see more of those young people out there today. Then, this young person, this millennial in your club, once they've got that core, they're posting their speeches, they're posting highlights from their speeches, and they're constantly reevaluating themselves to see where am I growing and where do I need to grow? Where can I spot those weak parts? How can I cross-train to make them stronger? This now galvanizes their dreams, galvanizes their goals. Because if I know I'm posting a lot of my speeches on YouTube or on LinkedIn where a lot of people that are important to me are going to see it, I'm being more careful in my speech topics. I'm being more thoughtful in my research. I'm just not throwing out my opinions on something, but coming up with facts to back it up. I'm now wanting my speeches to forward whatever goals are going on hidden away in my life. The most common reason people have for joining Toastmasters is, I want to be a better speaker. That's not a goal. That's an easy answer. It's like, oh, Toastmasters does speeches. I want to be better at speaking. That's the safe answer when someone first walks into your club. So it makes sense that that's the answer you hear the most often. But usually, in the back of someone's mind, they have a dream. They have something they want to do with themselves that maybe they're not even willing to say yet. Maybe it hasn't germinated yet, but it's back there. Maybe they want to be a capitalist and create this big business from the ground and be able to speak to venture investors. Maybe they want to be an elementary education teacher who specializes in science and who wants to inspire young children to grow up and have dreams to be astronauts, to be explorers, to be adventurers. Maybe they're a mechanic from Everett who wants to run for public office one day. And that looks more like this. You still have those inner moments of practicing, preparation. There's always a lot of research and work that goes into each and any well-thought-out speech. And you have reflection, observation, and goal setting afterwards when you're reviewing your own speeches. But look how you have so much more others interaction. Every interaction with another person is building your own social capital. It's building your millennial members' social capital. And now the arrow doesn't go around in a circle. Now it runs straight on into the future because that person is picking speeches that they are passionate about, that they see affecting their lives in the future. They're now running through speeches because they want to hit that CC goal, they want to hit that ACB goal. They want to compete in speech contests because they want to see other speakers in other clubs. They want to see the cream of the crop and see how they can get better than that. And maybe if this model continues and we see people working on their career development and their personal branding, maybe we'll see more young people walking into our clubs and staying there after those first 2 or 3 speeches when they're over that nausea stage and they kind of know how to put together a speech. They now have something to be passionate about and to speak about. And maybe that will mean that in a couple of years, some of these empty chairs around here will be filled out with more young people who said, I'll step up and take a role in leadership. Because I've already seen and people have already shown me how it can affect my career and my future. We don't want Toastmasters to be seen as an easy club where you can just go and hang out and have fun. We want people to see Toastmasters as a place where we all have dreams and we are all working to achieve them. Thank you.